the best book.
Really? So am I.
Oh my gosh. And, can you tell us about it? I mean, do you
Yeah.
want to talk about it?
Yeah, I think we're going to talk about it today. I'm real excited to talk about this one.
Definitely. I'm BJ Flagg.
And I'm Rich G, and this is episode 239, 6 books that will explode your business.
All too often, Rich and I have been asked by clients for book recommendations when they are having trouble with their businesses,
Yeah.
and we're here for you.
Yeah. And it's our job to keep up on our reading because BJ and I have to recommend resources that will pinpoint and solve all of our clients' issues.
Exactly. Over the past year, Rich and I always collect a list of books, of our most requested books, and we thought we'd share it with you today.
Absolutely.
It's awesome.
But before we start, we want to talk to you about something that reading is fundamental. You've probably heard that term when you were a kid.
Yes. LeVar Burton has told us you must read. Many people say, I don't have time to read. Yes, you do. If you have 7 hours to be on TikTok collecting cat videos, you have time to read an incredible book. Fit it into your schedule.
Yeah, BJ and I read combined about 100 books a year. Yeah. But we just don't buy the hardcover book. We read on our Kindle app on our phones while we're waiting in the dentist's office. We listen to books on Audible while we drive in the car. We stick reading in whenever we can.
Oh, absolutely. And we read a variety, yes, so many business books because we're given business books to read and we, pick up on other things. But wow, you can do it. You can fit it in.
Yeah.
Hey, what's your favorite bookstore?
I'm boring. Barnes and Noble is my favorite bookstore just because their selection, and they have so many other things too. But the people are super helpful at Barnes and Noble.
Oh yeah. Now my go-to is Elm Street Books in New Canaan. I love that bookstore. I will come in there with a harebrained idea and they'll say, give us a day. And the next day you show up and they've got 5 different things to choose from, the most perfect book. It is a phenomenal bookstore. They have great events and are always just championing local authors. Gotta love it. Cool. So let's lunge in. Make it happen.
My first book is by Adam Grant, and it's called Think Again, The Power of Knowing What You Don't Know. And this is a big book. Everybody probably knows it. They've seen it. They've said, you really need to buy it and get into it because Adam really focuses in on that intelligence is traditionally viewed as the ability to think and learn. And we all know that. Yeah. We all try to think and learn. Yet in today's world, there's another set of skills that might matter more. And he talks all about the ability to rethink and unlearn. Because if you think rethinking is hard, you are thinking rightly. We become so wrapped up in preaching that we're right, prosecuting others who are wrong, and politicking for support that we don't bother to rethink our own views. So too many of us favor the comfort of conviction over the discomfort of doubt. So we listen to opinions that make us feel good instead of ideas that make us think hard. We see disagreement as a threat to our egos rather than an opportunity to learn. And I see this all the time in business. We surround ourselves with people who agree with our conclusions when we should be gravitating towards those who challenge our thought process. The best leaders ask their people to challenge them constantly. So this is a great book.
That does sound like a great one. My first book, I'm going toward obviously branding. This one is Design Thinking for Work, How Innovative Organizations Are Embracing Design by David Dunny. He has done a great job here. The result of extensive international research with multinationals, governments, nonprofits. Design thinking at work explores the challenges that organizations face when they are developing creative strategies to innovate and solve problems. So, this is a lot more about your messaging and how design can fit together. It's available in paperback, and it explores how many organizations have embraced design thinking. So Rich was talking about rethinking. He's, has issues like this. That is creative just in its own right. This is creative when you're thinking about developing creative strategies to innovate and solve problems. Design thinkers, they think differently. They're constantly running headlong into challenges in bureaucracies, hostile cultures. Through compelling examples and stories from the field, Dunn explains the challenges that they face, how the best organizations, including people like Procter and Gamble and the Australian tax office, which I thought was pretty amazing to read, are dealing with these incredible challenges and what type of lessons can be distilled from it. I think it's a great essential reading for anybody who wants to know how design thinking really works in the real world and how it can really work with the challenges that many of us, claim that are really crazy, but it offers us a great way forward. So it's a great book.
Excellent. That sounds like a great one. I'll have to check it out. My second book is called Better, Simpler Strategy, a value-based guide to exceptional performance. And it's by Felix Oberholzer G., who's my second cousin twice removed. Felix talks all about, he says, simplicity is key. In this Harvard Business School professor shows how businesses achieve more by doing less. And this is like a theme in my coaching. Felix provides the readers with a simple tool. He calls it the value stick, which every business can use to make its strategy more effective and easier to execute. And it's based on proven financial mechanics. This value stick helps executives decide where to focus their attention. And how does this stick work? It provides a way of measuring two fundamental forces that lead businesses to financial success: the customer's willingness to pay and the employee's willingness to sell their services to the business. It's funny, companies that win create value for customers by raising their willingness to pay and provide value for talent by lowering their willingness to sell. With many useful visuals and examples, Felix explains how these two key measures enable firms to gauge and improve their strategies and their operations. It's a great book. So if you want to simplify your business, pick this book up.
That is a good one. I love that one. I haven't read that one yet, so that'll be on my list now. The one, my second book is the No BS Small Business book. It's not very long, folks. How to Win When Most People Fail. Most of the business books are filled with BS. Just hack this, 10x that.
What does BS stand for, BJ?
I'm not saying it.
Okay.
But the business success you want isn't hidden inside thousands of buzzwords. Massive success comes only when you have massively clear about the one outcome you can control in your business. You. In the No BS business book, you will learn how to get ruthlessly honest about yourself, your business, and how you want, what do you want from both and how to get it. You've got to roll up your sleeves and get your hands dirty, applying practical business strategies gleaned from decades of experience building and executing successful companies. If you want to gain massive traction from achieving massive clarity as you take massive steps to all levels of business and life, this book is definitely for you. This is the book you've been waiting for. I liked it. It's a little honest.
It sounds
all I
honest.
gotta
It sounds
say.
like you get rid of a lot of massive BS.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's
A lot
cool.
of jargon
A
out
lot
the
of
window.
jargon. My third and last book is The Almanac of Naval Ravikant, A Guide to Wealth and Happiness. And it's by Eric Jorgensen and Naval Ravikant. I'm going to be honest here. I've already purchased 10 copies to hand out. This will sit right next to Dale Carnegie's How to Win Friends and Influence People for me
Oh
to
my
read and
gosh,
review
really?
and read
Wow.
again for years to come. Absolutely. I think Naval said instead of reading 1,000 books, read the 100 best books 10 times. This is up there
Oh,
with the best of all time when it comes to content about life, wealth, and how to live. Getting rich is not just about luck. Happiness is not just a trait we are born with. These aspirations may seem out of reach, but building wealth and being happy are skills we can learn. So, what are these skills? And
thank
how
you
do
for
we learn
asking.
them? What the principles that should guide our efforts? What progress really should look like? Naval is an entrepreneur, philosopher, and investor who has captivated the world with his principles for building wealth and creating long-term happiness. The Almanac of Naval Ravikant is a collection of his wisdom and experience from the last 10 years and shared as a curation of his most insightful interviews and poignant reflections. And here's the best part. You can get it free on his website. Just go to
No.
www.navalalmanac.com. That's NAVALMANACK.com. Navalmanac.com. Or just
Wow.
Google Naval Ramakant
Yeah.
and you'll get it.
That's a good one. I love that. This one, remember, I'm a designer. That's my disclaimer.
Yep.
My third book is the business book, Big Ideas Simply Explained by DK Publishing. It is a design tour de force. When you look inside this, it is so positive and uplifting. You can achieve your business dream. That's basically what they're telling you. Beat the odds as you learn from the absolute best, including Henry Ford, Steve Jobs, Bill Gates. You're going to turn your idea into the most amazing and profitable enterprise. It is such a cool book. The book helps you over the hurdles that every new business faces. There's like been a gap in the market for this type of thing. How do you secure finance? How do you employ people? Creating a eye-catching brand. It's a very plain speaking visual guide to 80 of the most important commerce theories, including chaos theory, critical path analysis, market mapping, and all different things. So it's not just simple thoughts. It digs deep. Lots of graphics, lots of flow diagrams that demystify some of the most complicated concepts, and just from people that you just have, are so excited to hear from. People like Malcolm Gladwell's Tipping Point or Michael Porter's Five Forces. And it really shows you how you can succeed with stories of rags to riches entrepreneurs, including the founders of Hewlett Packard, who began their global enterprise from their garage, as we all know. But this is a book that, if, for instance, if you're a student or a CEO, this book just inspires you to put you on the inside track to making your goal a reality. It is a great book for people who are just looking for something that's straightforward and engaging writing. I think everybody should pick this up. Good for students. Like I would buy this for a college graduate.
I love the DK Publishing book. So I'm actually going to go buy this for both of my sons.
Yeah, because it's just one of those where it's like, it brings you into it in such a positive way. I don't know. I think it's a great one.
Cool. Well, I think that's it. That's our 6 books. We made it through.
That's really great. If you find yourself, I have a fantastic premium sponsor. If you find yourself looking for the best resources, tools, and techniques to grow your business, you need Rich to help you create the space to improve your performance. Sign up for a free session with Rich at richg.com.
And our other sponsor, BJ Flagg, design theory and branding go hand in hand as you build and strengthen your brand. You need the innovative team at New Renew to help curate and craft your business to the next level. Reach out to BJ at New Renew Brand Marketing at nurenu.com.
Thank you to our producer and Prince of Podcasts, Richard Scalzo, who always brings his A game, delivering the best small business podcast every Tuesday.
Have an unbelievable week and catch you later.